everybody, it's all about Africa, and I'm here to discuss my African ancestry results. I just got them back last week, and I already know my results. I come from 4 different countries and from 4 different ethnic groups or tribes, and I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to discuss, each ethnic group, where they live, what they do, and basically how it relates to, or how it correlates to, my daily life. And yeah, just stay tuned and, enjoy. So I decided to do ladies first, so here it goes. African Ancestry hereby certifies that Dante Scott shares maternal genetic ancestry with the Balanta people living in Guinea-Bissau and the Mende people living in Sierra Leone. Okay guys, let me give you a background of the Balanta people living in Guinea-Bissau. The Balanta are the largest ethnic group, making up over a quarter of the population. They're also fishermen, herders, and land cultivators. They grow rice, peanuts, and cashews. And cashews are their specialty because Guinea-Bissau is known as the Cashew Coast. Archaeologists believe that the people who became the Balanta migrated to present-day Guinea-Bissau in small groups between the 10th and 14th centuries. Oral tradition amongst the Balanta has it that they migrated westward from the area that is now Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia to escape drought and wars. Okay guys, I'm going to tell you about the other tribe that I'm related to on my mother's side, and that is the Mende people living in Sierra Leone. Now about the Mende people, they are one of the 2 of the largest ethnic groups in Sierra Leone, and they make up about 30% of the total population. The Mende are found predominantly in the southern and the eastern provinces of Sierra Leone, and they're mostly known as being rice farmers and hunters. Another fact about the Mende people is that they were taken captive on a Spanish slave ship called the Amistad in 1839. They are known for revolting and turning the slave ship around from going to Cuba and tried to have the captain sail back to Sierra Leone, but instead they were taken to Connecticut where they were arrested and tried. But they were freed 3 years later in 1842 and were sent back home to Sierra Leone. Alright guys, now let's get to my paternal side of my African ancestry. African Ancestry hereby certifies that Dante Scott shares paternal genetic ancestry with the Bubi people living in Bioko Island and the Iwando people living in Cameroon. The Bubi people are a Bantu ethnic group in Central Africa who are indigenous to Bioko Island, Equatorial Guinea. Once the majority group in the region, the population experienced a sharp decline due to war and disease during the Portuguese expeditions. The Bubi people are subdivided into a number of tribes and sub-tribes that go back centuries. Indigenous Bubi folklore indicate that the tribe immigrated to Bioko Island some 3,000 years ago as a means of escaping servitude. However, according to archaeological evidence, the Bubi immigrated to Bioko Island sometime during the 13th century, some 200 years before it was discovered and claimed by the Portuguese. Other reports suggest that the tribe arrived between the 5th and 18th centuries from southern Cameroon and the mainland area of the Rio Muni. The Iwando of Cameroon, numbering 1.8 million, are engaged yet unreached. They are part of the Bantu Central Congo people cluster within the Sub-Saharan African Affinity Bloc. This people group is only found in Cameroon. Their primary language is Iwando. The primary religion practiced by the Iwando is ethnic religion. Ethnic religion is deeply rooted in a people's ethnic identity, and conversion essentially equates to cultural assimilation. Alright guys, thanks for watching my African Ancestry reveals. And I'd like to give a special shout out to the founders of African Ancestry, Gina Page and Rick Kittles. I thank them so much for helping me find out who I really am and where I come from in Africa. And also go to AfricanAncestry.com. The link will be below in the description box so you can buy the maternal and the paternal testing kits. And also too, check out my girlfriend Laura Bryant's channel. The link will be below in the description. She also did a Ancestry.com reveal, and and she has a lot of interesting content. So yeah, check her out. And all right, guys, that's it. I'm signing off. Peace.